Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sanbanan. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this was yesterday. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Cheers, man. Cool. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I'm here to ask you a question. Can you make it to Rosebank tomorrow? I'm having a free class. That's the most important question at the moment. I'm having a Forex class in Rosebank tomorrow. Will you be able to come through? It's just my ask. It's like you found your perfect spot. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, just on the side of the couch. Okay, just check this side and also check this side. Hey guys, good evening. Sanbanan. Good evening, Sanbanan. Excel boss, so how's it? I'm all good. ML traders, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Tulan Ngidi, how you doing, Tulan? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this very important live trade, important session, in fact. So what are we on, or what are we all about today? Chet Jones, which Chet Jones is this one? So I'm having a free class tomorrow, absolutely free class in Rosebank, South Africa. And on Monday, I will have a clear answer for KZN, guys. On Monday, I'll have a clear answer for KZN, like what's going on. Good evening, everybody. If you just came through, you can like the content. You can tap on the screen. In fact, can tap on the screen and let's have a chat. What happened? What happened to your trading this week? What happened to your trading this week? Thanks for the likes, man. How was your week in terms of trading? So our week was more or less. It was. Can I take this car? I think it's from America. Ntiana speaking. Okay. Yeah. So I'm having trouble using the software. I don't know what is outbounding, what is inbounding. I don't know. Like all I need to do is to make a call. Yeah. Only. And then for calling. Yes. Yes, it did reject the payment, obviously, and I am aware of that. I should be updating it, or it should be able to make payments. But I'm not too sure what payment was it for because the last time I remember I was on a free trial for making calls. Okay, okay, okay. Can we have a Zoom call? Can we have a Zoom call? Can we have a Zoom call? I want to see how to use it. Then I can make payments. Okay, so when can you schedule a call? Can you schedule a call for Monday? Can we schedule a call for Monday, like a Zoom call, so that you can show me how to do it? Because on Monday everything will be sorted. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. It will go through. Okay, and it won't activate now. Like it won't be able to go through now, but it will be able to go through on Monday. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that yeah. Okay, what time? Yes. Can can we have it earlier because I'm in South Africa and I can't have a call after 5 p.m. Especially 4 p.m. Like I can't be taking calls after that time. So can we have a call like 2 hours when you're in the office, like a Zoom call? Yes, like I'm not too sure what outbounding is, but making calls like a call going out. Yes, to make a call. Okay, cool, no problem. And then inbound is me receiving a call from anywhere. Okay, cool. That's nice. Now that's what I'm looking for. I want to make calls like to go outside. Okay. Why don't we schedule some time? Why don't you schedule some time? Because I know that we with the difference in time. Yeah. Okay. What's your what's your time zone? Like, is it GMT plus GMT plus 9? What is it? I'm asking. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, that should be around 4 p.m. GMT plus 2. Okay, cool. No, I can take a call at 4 p.m. GMT plus 2. Yeah. Yeah, GMT plus 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. GMT plus 2 is okay for me. You, can we make it a Zoom call? Can we make it a Zoom call so that I can see? Okay, meaning can I give you an invite on my Zoom with Google Meet? Yeah, I think it is because for me. Okay, okay, cool. No problem, no problem. 4 p.m. GMT plus 2 on Monday. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Have a good weekend too. Cheers, cheers. Sorry guys for that. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to end the live because I want to speak to you. And also at the same time, this lady from the US, there's difference in times and she wants to call me at 12 p.m. This is 12 p.m. I think their time. And dude, it's not even 12 p.m. Like, that's very wrong. She's calling me at the wrong time. So she should be, I'm the first priority because I'm in South Africa and she's in the US. I should be receiving my calls around 2, 3, 4 p.m. from them so that we can set up these meetings. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming through. My name is Nubagam Tiana, the CEO and founder of the International School of Traders. I'm happy to see you guys here. I'm happy to see you guys here. I have a question. Who can make it to Rosebank tomorrow? Who can make it to Rosebank this coming, actually tomorrow, 2 a.m.? I'm having a quick class. Ngibone ngathi ngiyadlala, ngibone ngathi ngiyagula. Ijimela lo muntu. Ongithathele umuntu. Ngibone ngathi ngiyadlala, ngibone ngathi ngiyagula. Ongijimela lo muntu. Ongithathele umuntu. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Okay, where are you guys from? Where are you guys joining me from? Wala boss. How you doing, brother? I'm in KZN Mbangeni. How go pin Mbangeni for it? Go pin Mbangeni. Which side of Mbangeni, brother? Because me and Mbangeni are one flesh. It's been a long time since I welcomed guests like on this session. So if you Itumela, how you doing? Go Getza, how you doing? Steamer, how you doing? I can never chat. Ule, how you doing? I can never chat with anybody. I'm in Pumalanga. Kamo deport. Nice. Sanbona in Pumalanga. How you guys doing in Pumalanga? How was your week? I'm gonna show you the kind of things that we had this week. So we had a beautiful week, guys. Thank you so much for the universe. Thank you so much for the universe. Let me show you this. So this week, this was the expectation that the market is gonna come down, change direction. It happened. We don't speak nice. And then this week, we're also expecting markets to go change direction, and it did. Market went up and changed direction exactly at that level towards the downside. Cool. Now on the long-term outlook, right? Even though this guy hit like a stop loss on the long-term outlook, but to be honest with you, the long-term outlook is looking very beautiful in terms of going, towards the top side. And I'm positive. We should be seeing some retracement towards the top side, especially to these levels over here. Let me just delete this guy. So at least to this level here, I think we can expect market, to continue towards the top side to this level, and then from here, how to join your team. Simple. You can just give me a text on 0671473701. Uh, 0671473701. This is what we're probably gonna see. Sure. So this is what you're probably gonna see over the next couple of days on USD CAD, GBPUSD. Yesterday, okay, this week we sold GBPUSD. We took a profit around here, and I mentioned on the session yesterday that we need to be looking for a buy, and it did happen. Euro GBP. Euro GBP, we were expecting market to come down, but missed this entry, but came for this one. It changed direction towards the top side. Missed this one, but came for this one and changed direction towards the top side, right? Cool. It's very, very, very important And yeah, man, that's very, 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 very important. Those are the kind of things that. Okay, cool. So yeah, we looked at those setups this week. Euro USD went well. USD JPY didn't go as we expected, right? But there's a lot of opportunities, on this market. Looking at the next couple of days, there is a lot of opportunities that you're gonna be seeing on USD CAD. So yeah, guys, I just wanna have a chat. Can do what's going on. I wanna have a chat. Why don't people request? Why don't people request? Do you have free classes? Yes, tomorrow. I wanna have a free guys. Can we have somebody to request? I wanna chat. Like I wanna chat. Like I really wanna chat. Before I start inviting Abonzima and brother, I'm going live as well in 2 minutes. Okay, nice. Should I join you? Should I join you via a live or should I come on the chat? Because if I'm not getting requests here, if you go live and then we go live together, it's okay too. Yeah, so that if I wanna exit, I can leave you with the people as well. I also wanna hear like what's going on with crypto. Like what the hell is going on in crypto? I know a lot of people are scared because of what crypto is doing in terms of us as investors in crypto. So I want to know what's going on. What should we expect? We'll join together. Cool, no problem. Okay. So I'll keep on checking you on this side. I'll keep on checking you this side on the co-hosting side of things. Cause we wanna know, guys. Vusi designer is one of my brothers, and he's into crypto. So we wanna know what's going on crypto. Can we jump into crypto? Is crypto about to die? What should we expect on crypto? We know that the interest rate decision will be released next week in the US. What should we expect on crypto? What should we expect like on crypto? I think those are the very important things that we wanna know. Um, the crypto is expected to crash, but reality is crashing. But when is it expected to crash? Is it expected to crash after the interest rate decision? Because I'm optimistic, guys. I'm optimistic. When it comes to crypto, I'm very optimistic. I think that is more or less a safe haven. We have oil that is up. I don't think investors want to continue buying oil. Let me check. Oil. Do we have investors that want to go in on crude oil? On crude. What is it called? Crypto. Okay, oil in fact. So I'm gonna start off with gold. Gold is down, it's at around 1600. This thing keeps on saying go live together with Vusi, and Vusi is not yet online on this side. So I keep on checking. So look at gold. Gold is at 1722 right at the moment. Looking at the long-term outlook on gold, what has been happening over the last couple of days, gold has been damn falling, right? Has been damn falling, and if you had known and sold gold like in April and just let the thing run, you would be in profit, right? April this year, you'll be in massive profit. In fact, the broker would be calling you and asking you to close the trade, right? Lindos Lee, so what do you say about crypto, man? Are you saying crypto is gonna crash when? Crypto? Okay, cool. So I'm just waiting for one brother of mine to go live. Come on, hell. Okay. Still waiting for Vusi to go online. To go live. Gold has been very marvelous. Very marvelous. I love what gold has been doing. Kamahal, how you doing? Bonga, how you doing? Butle, how you doing? Mapaloba, how you doing? Delete this. I'm having nice, beautiful classes over the last couple of months. My free classes have been very nice, free and paid for. Okay. Sent him a request.
My brother.
My brother.
How's it?
How's things? I'm all good. How's things?
I'm all right. I'm just getting set up here. This is
No
my
problem.
whiteboard. That's where I draft all the ideas.
Nice.
So I'm just
That's
getting
beautiful, man. That's really beautiful.
I'm just getting set up here quickly. Let me see. Let me flip the camera.
Awesome.
I was trying to add you, but I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I was already adding you also.
Okay, now I'm struggling to flip the camera. Say a simple thing such as flipping the camera.
So, okay, go to where do we go, man? Yeah, my dad. Hey, those are really. Where do we change? I think okay. Let me let me go out. You flip the camera quickly, and then I request again.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's do this. Connect. Hi, we can't grab Kinyana go Nasdaq, not German 30. I think the storm is over. Like the storm is over on German and Nasdaq. On Nasdaq, to be very specific, Nasdaq is very looking good on the bullish side of things, on the bearish side of things. It's for sellers. Okay.
I'm just
Yes,
gonna
my
switch
brother.
off. I'm just gonna switch off some light here, so that because I
Okay,
still
no problem.
I still couldn't switch on the turn on the screen. But anyway, everything seemed to be fine.
This
So
is
it's just a
this
matter
is how
of
you do it. Like if I'm not here,
yeah.
like if I disconnect, you are able to click on there is co-host, when is this host, and then there is guest, right down
Okay.
there on the tabs. So
No.
you click on this thing, guest. Click on the
Oh,
guest, and then you will flip the camera there. I think you'll see that sign that we used to use on the old TikTok.
yeah. I see everything has been updated. But anyway, um, okay.
Yeah.
I think that light is creating a reflection. Please give me a moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect, and then you try it again.
Okay, perfect. I think that's better. I was just gonna quickly sign into my account here. Um, Yesterday I was trading
Okay, sure.
live. I was trading live yesterday, so I'm just
Oh,
logging in
yesterday,
here.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yesterday I wasn't here. Okay, how is crypto, my brother? How is things going on crypto, man?
Crypto is amazing, my man. Um, it's always the case. It's always the case. It's always amazing. For me, yesterday I made a really bad trade, but I corrected it.
Okay,
I corrected it. So
okay,
I was scalping, but then the markets I was trading around these zones here. So I
okay,
let me just move to a lower time frame. So I'm gonna give you sentiment, and everyone who's joining us, I'm gonna give you sentiment of crypto
okay,
and what will happen in the next few months or so. So for
yeah,
everyone who's just joining us, you'll get a clear perspective of the markets today, but also what can we have, what can we expect moving forward? Because like you were saying earlier on,
okay,
everybody's skeptical. Everybody is not really sure what is happening. So I like the reason
yeah,
why I trade crypto because I get to really understand the overall sentiment of the market with regards to what's happening now and what most likely will happen next. I think as a trader, I call this having an edge on the market, having the ability to look and see beyond what is before our eyes. So, if we just come back here, for those of you who were here yesterday, you will recall that we had an entry position short here. So this was an entry position short. This was meant to be a scalping, sort of like trade. But
okay,
I got really scared at some point because I was seeing some engulfing candles on a 5 minute time frame. I
sure,
was seeing a lot of pattern, and I was
sure.
like, you know what, let me just exit the trade. So I'm quickly
Let
trading.
me just let me exit the trade.
So I'm quickly trade. I started trading a $10 account. My idea is we can take a $10 account to 500,000 rand, and I'm gonna share with you how
Okay,
step by step. So here we had an entry, a short
sure.
position for everyone who joined us in the morning session. We had a short position here,
Yes.
which obviously was really amazing. We got in, but now I exited the trade because I began to see some engulfing. As you can see here, we had engulfing.
Sure.
We had engulfing here, and then the market went up, and obviously we had another engulfing here. The market went up. We have a bearish
Sure.
engulfing here. Market went down. So because
Mm-hmm.
of this, another engulfing here. Market went straight up. Another engulfing on top, sort of like obvious. It's got some wicks. But because of that,
Mm-hmm.
another engulfing was sort of like forming here. Then I was like, you know what? I'm on a short position, and then this market is so attempting to go up. So for that reason, I was like, let me exit here. I think I exited 6% of the trade. So 6% in profit, exit.
Sure.
And immediately after exiting
Sure.
the trade, boom, understand? And I was like, yes, yes.
The market
And then
started going down.
when you
But
look
six percent is not bad. Don't wanna lie.
yeah,
6% is
we look at that's
6%
about
is
two
not bad.
percent. Yeah, so that's about 2% and 2% in a short
Oh,
position.
2%. Oh,
With your leverage, it's a lot. Obviously, on this side in crypto, we don't work with pips. It's not like in
yeah,
forex.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So
Sure.
after that, then I made a desperate a trade here, um, or because I was seeing
Okay.
these patterns here. I was seeing these patterns. So I've got this
Emotions,
indicator which
sort of.
shows a line, which shows a line of a point of control that the market will most likely come and touch this yellow line. So I took another short
Okay.
position somewhere here. So I took a short position. That
Okay.
short position was in profit. I was also stupid enough not to close it. So I went to the mall without closing it. When I came back, boom, the market is going against me. And not only that,
Wait,
look how
wait, wait,
far the
wait,
market
wait, wait.
went.
You are going long. You are
Yeah,
going long.
I was short, and then the market is
It's
something else. So then it started going up, started going up, started going up. But as I always say, that uh, be under leverage, be be over funded with under leverage. So on top here, this is
yeah.
now, yeah, this is now was nearing my liquidation point, and this is when I scale into the trade. So
Yeah.
I scale in on a trade, and
Okay.
then after scaling in on top here, I'm still on the trade. I'm going to show it to you now. After scaling on the trade, and boom, look how
Okay.
nicely we are
Somebody's
falling now.
asking which crypto is this? Because on this side, on your side, it's crypto, obviously, but which cryptocurrency is this?
So this, let me just hide my indicators here. So this is Ethereum. So this is Ethereum perpetual futures
Okay.
contract.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ethereum,
Nice.
and
Nice. Nice.
I like to trade. Let me just log into my brokerage. I like to trade Matic, uh, because of the price movement. I really like it, but also Ethereum is also a good cryptocurrency for me to trade.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
So I'm just gonna switch on in my broker. I'm gonna switch on to Ethereum. We're still up by 1%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can you
But
can see,
you guys usually say it's an exchange.
yeah, it's an exchange. It's an exchange. So you can see here that this was my entry price. This was my entry price, and then the market went against me. But now
Okay.
we're coming to sort of like break even here.
Diane speaking.
So yeah, that's what was happening. But anyway, right now I'm still on the very same trade. Now I'm on a break even, and I've got my take profit right here. But I'm thinking from here I need to trail.
Wait. Sorry. I just want to ask. I don't know if it's network on my side, but I
Yeah,
believe it is. Are you going long on that position, or are you going short?
I'm I'm short. This is the same trade from yesterday. So this trade has been
Okay.
I think it's been about 2 days now. So I'm still short. Now I'm expecting to break even. You can see now, this becomes sort of like a point of this indicator right here. It's going to be a point of really resistance. But if I do break beyond that, I'm really expecting the price to push to come and take my take profit here. So if I just move to my different charting platform, so I use this is one of the most amazing tools that I'm using in crypto. This is what sets
Okay.
you. This is what sets you apart. This VPVR, because the way it works like magic. It's difficult for you to lose money with this method of trading and this strategy. Okay, my network. Okay, I think it's
Yeah.
back now. So let me
So,
just move back.
somebody's asking what exchange are you using? I believe that's their question. What exchange are you using
So I'm on Bybit
for
right
trading?
here. I execute my
Okay.
trade on Bybit right now. That's what I'm
Sure.
executing, and then then after that, obviously, I do my charting on TradingView.
Sure. No problem. No, that's nice. I also do my chatting on TradingView.
So yeah, I was still explaining. So this indicator, the way that it works, you see these areas
Sure.
here. This is where this is good for short scalping. These areas here sort of like shows a
Okay.
point of resistance on the market. So when the area is blank like this, you know that the price will most likely just pass through that. So if, for example, if I overlay this with the charts like so, you can see over here that when these areas are blanks, the market will just move freely without having any resistance or support until you can see now.
Yeah.
You can see this week here is right in line with this line, because this is also acting as support and resistance, because there was certain trading volume happening within that period. So for when you're actually trading this, when you're actually scalping this, it's really great because it gives you a point of control, which is this yellow line. So what happens here is that the
Sure.
market,
Sure.
yeah, the market most likely comes off and bounce off this line. So when you're up there, you know for
Yeah.
sure that the market
Yeah.
will come and touch this line. As you can see here, that's why I
Okay.
scaled. That's why I scaled on the trade, because sometimes people will be having their stop loss here or being liquidated. But I know as long as my point of control is still below me, I'll most likely
Sure.
the
It's
the
still
price
below.
will,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the price, the trade is always valid. So even here, when the market moves down, I know it may come unless I zoom out, because when you zoom out, the point of control will then shift. So as you can see, as I zoom up, the point of control shift, which then validates the trades that I'm currently in. So if I look at the trade that I'm currently in on the other side here, which gives me a very good validation that I'm still on a good trade. Why? Because if I look back,
Yeah.
if I look back here, you can see my point of control is still down here, which means that I can hold this trade. Now,
Yeah.
the nice thing is that you can hold this trade for 3 months and whatever, as long as you're not liquidated, you still
As long as you're not liquidated. Yeah.
yeah. So that's for me is the beauty, is that and also the thing is that on our side, crypto never sleeps. Trade weekend, Saturday, Monday morning, whenever.
Yeah.
you, you
Every
know
day. Every day.
yeah. But how are things
Okay. I wanna ask something.
yeah.
Okay, things are great. Things are great. I'm gonna get to me very quickly.
Yeah.
Somebody is asking here, what's the name of the indicator? I can't find it on TradingView. And also, I believe that the yellow line you're speaking about is the moving average. And what's the perimeters for that?
Okay.
What is
So
it
so so
like? Is it only used in certain cryptos? What cryptos can people look at when they are using that certain moving average?
So the best moving averages here will be moving average 25, will be moving average 99. So even if I just bring it up here,
Okay,
um, in fact,
sure.
let me just, so that will be 99, 25, and 50. So these, and then you can see
Okay,
it's very simple. You can see when these averages cross, they signal a huge a bullish signal. So you can see now.
change.
Let's measure
Yeah,
it together.
yeah.
So here we've got a cross of three averages. Boom, up. Let's see how many percent. Right? Look at that.
Cool.
4.8, about 5%. Right?
Nice,
And here you've
nice,
got it as the
nice.
market is moving down, the market moves on a direction. Now, these averages, they do what?
Sure,
The same thing, they cross all together. Boom, we know we're going short. So
sure,
you just do vice versa.
sure.
Even here, you look at it, cross all three of them. Now, let me get my measuring tool again. Move all the way to the top right here. 7%, about 8%. Remember, that's 8% is 8% times your leverage. So when you come to the brokerage itself, I like to be using 10x leverage, but depending on the mood of your risk
Okay,
to reward
I
tolerance,
agree.
then you
I
can
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
then you can push that leverage to whatever amount. But I like to keep the risk very
Yeah,
manageable, so that I don't lose, because what I also don't like to use is to use stop loss on lower leverage, because there with lower leverage, or with bro, I hate donating. With me, I hate losing. See, that's the thing. I just hate losing.
Yeah.
I just
Sure.
I just
Yeah.
hate, unless when you've got when you're trading with the peeps are like insane. Of course, you need to manage your risk the
Cool.
way that it works for you. So what I found
Yes.
is that
Yes.
what I
Yes.
found over the years is that wherever you're putting your stop loss, that should be your entry point. Understand?
They
That's
are
because the
coming.
markets look at
And they
this.
are coming.
So this was supposed to be like the point of liquidation for me, right? This price here.
Sure.
So
Sure.
what I did, I just scaled in the trade. That's all. I scaled in the trade. It moves up
Sure.
my enterprise, so I'm safe. So look at it. It would have
Sure.
just went there and liquidated me and then come back. You know how painful that is.
Okay.
It whenever remember
I know it, man. I know it.
whenever you get liquidated, it's never by more than 2%. The price never reaches, it never goes
Sure.
even beyond the percent. It's like khona umuntu othumela
Sure.
imakethe ukuthi ayize kuwe and just come and touch your order and then go away.
Okay, I think there's some very important information that I want you to share with us, especially sentiment. But I want you to flip your camera because I think it's gonna be very, very important. Also, I'm gonna disconnect and connect again. Is that okay?
Okay, that's cool.
So I'm gonna disconnect and then you go to the
To the front.
on the guest sort of yeah, and then change the thingy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
All right, guys. I wanna to talk about sentiment. On crypto. What is the expectation? Over the next couple of months. As a crypto investor, what should you be looking for? What is expected? So I want us to discuss that with Vusi very quickly here. Let me invite him again. Okay, cool. He's gonna invite me. I believe he's still trying to figure out. So I want us to share the sentiment, like what's going on in the economy. I know that next week we are expecting interest rates decision in the U.S., which is very, very important. It's gonna be triggering the market. It's gonna be showing us, I think also we are also expecting the GDP, which is gross domestic products in the U.S., which is also something very huge, right? That is coming up, the next week. So those are very important numbers to look out for. And now, generally speaking, when those numbers come up, they affect the market holistically, whether perfectly fine or in a bad way, right? And you wanna catch the wave, right? You wanna be you wanna be catching the wave. So I'm not too sure if he's now okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just
I know
updated. So this is the only way. I don't know if I'm
ngiyabona.
ngiyabonakala.
In-
Yeah.
yeah, no, siyabona nje sikubona kahle impela. That's perfect.
Inkinga mina angiboni so anyway. But you
Yeah.
know me,
No,
I'm
okay, I'm gonna read comments on my side. Yeah.
no, I've got an external device here which I can read comments from as well. So I'm just booting that
Okay,
iPhone,
okay.
then I'll be
Okay,
able
cool.
to reconnect. It's crazy. I don't know why,
Okay.
because my phone
Okay,
was
cool.
was
So,
working fine all along.
there's a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, so you were asking something about the
Eish.
sentiment.
Yeah. I'm asking something about the sentiment. So next week we are expecting, I think it's interest rates decision in the U.S. and also we are expecting the GDP also for quarter on quarter for quarter two. Those are very important. I think Tesla earnings also, came through, and a bunch of other earnings on the stock market. So fuel is up, gold is down, um, crypto is down. I'm a crypto investor. I've been investing, throughout the year, and but keeps on going down. But obviously, because I understand, that even though it keeps on going down, you can still buy for the next 2 to 3 years, and we can see a change over the next couple of years. So now, for somebody who wants to get into, investing in crypto or trading crypto, what's going on? Like, what's going on?
So I'm expecting crypto. I'm just connecting on the other side as you say, just so I can read the comments as well. But
Okay,
I can
okay.
tell you exactly. Well,
Hmm.
based on my analysis and what I've experienced through crypto over the years, um, I'm
Sure.
expecting Bitcoin to at least touch 14,000 or 16 to 14,000. So a lot of people started
Oh,
DMing me
oh,
as crypto, was going up. I think it went up by 12% throughout the past 2 weeks or so. So
sure,
for that reason, um,
sure.
okay. Anyway, I wanted to read the comments this side, but I see this account I'm not signed in. But anyway, I'm just gonna jump on it. So I'm expecting a crypto to still go down. So that's why I'm on a short position. That's why I'm on a short position. The
Okay,
overall
okay,
sentiment
okay.
of crypto right now is that what we're seeing is sort of like a fake out. So this is this is meant to catch the dumb money basically, the amateur investors, people who have no idea what
Yeah.
they're doing. So a lot of YouTubers and content creators right now will be saying, "Wow, crypto is I mean, no, but this is Phil's word. I mean, I can't talk like this. The camera is out
Is
nowhere.
coming. Crypto is back. It's like buying the dip. Like buy the dip, buy the dip.
Guys, can we try to redo this? Can we try to redo this? I hope everyone can rejoin. Nobel, let me try to flip the screen. Okay.
Okay, so this is what I think what are you gonna do?
It's either I'm gonna exit the live altogether
Are you
if
gonna
I don't
drop
get.
out? Like,
Yeah. So drop our exit. Everyone who's here, please stay on our profiles. It's gonna take a second, then we're gonna connect again. This is gonna be a very important session now.
okay, okay,
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna disconnect. I'm just gonna wait here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm just gonna wait for you to come back. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Cool. He's so if you're here and you love crypto, you love trading, just hang in there, hanging on. So basically, what he's talking about, he's talking about this move over here. We are seeing a very serious move, which is more bullish of the last couple of weeks, right, to a month. So we're seeing this move like it's more or less like a bullish move. So what he's explaining here is that hey Tandazo, how you doing? What he's explaining is that at the moment this is a fake out to catch the dumb money, like the people who are looking at the market and like, hey, maybe it's time to to jump in. This is the very same thing that happened here when we started seeing some sort of a retracement or markets trying to put to us topside. It's not the first time. We also saw this over here when the market started pushing, towards the top side once again, like creating those highs and lows once again, giving us that bullish momentum. So, what he's saying, what my brother Vusi is talking about, is talking about this fake out to say it's one of these, right? It's one of these. At the moment, this is where we are. Um, and it's one of these. It's one of these. So let me just flip my camera here and hope that I'm going to get my brother Vusi this side. He's back online.
Doing on the other side, and I couldn't see on the phone what's happening.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, you were still, explaining that this is a fake out. Market is this is a little bit of a retracement, so that the market can continue pushing further to, at least 14. And tell me, what the reason for that? Why are you thinking all of that? We are having the interest rates decision in the US coming up, GDP is coming up. We've already seen, some other interest rates in, like, the European Central Bank talking about interest rates over the last couple of, I think it was yesterday, if not 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Why?
So first we need to look at what's the build up to the bull run that we had. I think for the past 2 years, 2.5 years. It was because of COVID. Because of COVID, especially countries like the US started having stimulus check. So in the US they were getting about, here we're getting 350. In the US they're getting $1,000, right?
Actually, it was once 1.2, 1.2. It was crazy, man. Like 350 this side and this side.
Yeah. So we need to understand that if people, if everyone in South Africa was getting that, $1,000 right now is about 17,000 rands. If everyone right now in the country will get 17,000 rands, the buying power will be with the people. So people can invest, people can trade, people can do whatever they want to do, right? So because of that, the market started rising. And not only that, during that time, Donald Trump was the president of the United States. Now, Trump is a very smart businessman. You understand? He bailed out the entire market. Because of Trump, we didn't have a crash, or the crash didn't last that long. The COVID crash. You understand? It was a dip. It just dipped a little bit for a couple of, and then it went up. So because of that, that crash, it made a lot of millionaires, but a lot of people, lost jobs and stuff like that. We look at the price of Netflix stock. Everything went up because everyone was at home. Amazon, everyone was ordering online, right? So now whatever goes up needs to come down, right? It's very simple principles. So because of that, we started seeing a rise in cryptocurrencies, and everyone started FOMOing in, right? So right now there's no FOMO. Why? Because most of investors, especially retail investors, they invest based on the news. They invest on based what is making headlines. Remember, when something is already breaking news, is no longer breaking news. Smart money has already made decisions on that. You understand? So when you see on the news breaking news, it's breaking news for you, the viewer. It's smart money has made decision long time ago. So because of that, that's reason number one. Number two, when we look at the history of all the bear markets, right? We look at the duration, how long do they last, and how much is the crash, for example. That's how I get to the point of Ethereum. I'm predicting Ethereum already in my previous videos. When Ethereum was trading at 1,700, I called it on my YouTube channel. I said it's going to $800, and it did hit $800. When it was hitting $800, I said it's not over. Ethereum is going to at least $500 to even $400. So A crash, if Bitcoin goes to 14,000, Ethereum easily goes to $500. Now, why do I think Bitcoin is going to go to
Okay.
14K? It's simply because we haven't fallen that much, basically. Before, in 2017, we crashed from $20,000 to 3,500. So
Sure.
that's worked out to be
Sure.
out
Sure.
around about 85%. So the
Sure.
percentage of that pullback was of that crash was 85%. And right now Bitcoin is still sitting
Sure.
around, I'm just thumb sucking the numbers right now, but I think we're sitting around 70ish percentage. So we haven't
Sure.
really
Sure.
seen significant drop on the market. So it's for
Sure.
that reason. And also what I was so and
Significant
also
drop, my brother. We are going to 13,000.
remember in crypto, it can drop by 99%. It's crazy. It's a very volatile market. So
Yeah.
you see, another question here is coming that says, how long do you think the crash will last? So right now we've seen a crash has only been like active for me when we went down, when we went to $19,000 per Bitcoin, right? We went to
Sure.
19,000 and we touched 17,000 before bouncing back up. But I always said that we're gonna bounce back up, and
Sure.
when we bounce back up, that is a fake out. It's meant for dumb money to start flowing in again, to start, having that fear of missing out. And that's when you're going to get wrecked so hard, right? So that's my point number two. Point number three, there are a lot of companies who bought Bitcoin or who are invested in cryptocurrencies publicly. So
Sure.
there's a cryptocurrency.
Sure.
There are cryptocurrency. There's a company called Celsius, for example. They, when you look at Tesla bought Bitcoin publicly, they also sold now in
Yeah.
Q2. They sold their
Yeah, I
a
remember when they
percentage of,
sold. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
So because of these companies that these companies are buying publicly, some of them are buying on leverage, which means at some point their liquidation price is public. You understand? So if Ngobego, you are trading and we know that Ngobego is trading live, everyone can see, but Ngobego will get liquidated at
Sure.
at a certain price. You understand?
Sure.
If I'm a whale and I want to prove Ngobego that Ngobego is not a big trader, you understand? I go and crash the market
Sure. Sure.
just so that you can lose.
Mm.
You understand? So there are many crypto
Sure.
companies. Yes, there are a lot of crypto companies who publicly their liquidation price is known publicly. You understand? Imagine there's a $10 billion
Mm-hmm.
of your trade position, and everyone knows your liquidation price. You understand?
Mm.
Even people with money, which means
Damn. Damn.
people who are against you can intentionally crash the market so that they can liquidate you to eliminate competition.
Sure.
So
Sure. Sure.
we haven't seen something like that. The only thing that has come close to a euphoria, extreme fear of the market is the lunar crash. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with
Sure.
something called
Okay.
a Terra Luna. Yeah.
What's the Terra Luna crash?
Terra Luna, you don't have to know what is it. Just know that it went from, I had a $10,000 in my portfolio. Unfortunately, it's on the same phone.
Sure.
I had a 10,000. I had a $10,000. In fact, I bought $10,000 worth of Luna, kept it
Okay.
on my wallet. It went up to $27,000. I didn't sell because in crypto, by holding crypto, you can gain something called uh, 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 staking rewards. So when you're staking crypto like Ethereum, for example, you can make passive income on your
Yeah. Yeah.
cryptocurrency alone. You understand? So I was getting all these staking rewards. So
Nice.
I never
Nice.
sold. So there's no incentive for you to sell the real thing if you're getting, it's
Sure.
like dividends basically. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crashed
Dividends. Yes.
from
Yes.
my portfolio crashed from $27,000 to zero. Right now it's on zero. You understand? So that's number one. So we still have to see something similar to that. So in 2017, there was a cryptocurrency that was called BitConnect, for example. BitConnect was ranked number 9 in the entire spectrum of cryptocurrencies. In 2017, per
Sure.
coin, it was
Sure.
worth $400 per coin. it's crashed to zero as well. You understand? So once you start having, similar patterns to that, that's when I see Keto here says Luna shocked everybody. Luna shocked everyone. You understand? But me, because I'm smart, I was able to make my money back within the next month.
Nice, nice, nice.
So
Okay,
so
cool.
so
Now that's
because
very interesting. Like, it's very interesting.
yeah.
The crash is very interesting. It's like seeing, like on the stock market, it's like seeing a particular company crashing down. You were heavily invested in it, and now you're no longer gonna receive any dividends. You're no longer gonna receive even the money you invested because you are now on a, on a negative, basically. Like the company is shutting down.
So let's, if we're just gonna go back to the stock markets, there was I want to come back to this thing of being to trade publicly and everyone knows what you're doing. So
Yes, yes, yes.
last year, I think last year, if not last year, there was this GameStop stock. Everyone knew about GameStop. Um, so so because I think they were short, yes. GameStop, there was a company called, I forgot the hedge fund. There was a specific hedge fund that was short.
Yeah, it's a hedge fund.
Yeah, there was a hedge fund that was short on GameStop, right? So
Publicly.
because
Publicly.
because everyone knew that this company is short on this specific stock, people on the internet started buying GameStop, because remember, when you short, you still have to cover your position. So everyone started buying the stock, and then it went up. So the one who is short needs to buy it back at a higher price, and then they're losing money, right? So
Sure.
it's the point that I'm trying
Sure.
to paint, that if you are publicly trading and everyone can see what you're doing, there's someone who's gonna trade against you. You understand? And that's when the
I
market is
agree.
crashed.
I agree. I agree. Definitely agree.
I see someone says, "Damn, Vusi, you invested 160." That's simple. Look, Sipo, if I were to show you my holding, I've been in crypto. If you just quickly go on Instagram, you'll see 5 years ago I was buying Ethereum when it was $6. At $6, I have a video on my
Damn.
Instagram. When Ethereum was at $6, I was
Sure.
buying it. You understand? So even last year, last
Sure.
of last year, there's a coin called KCS, KuCoin shares. At 70 cents,
Okay.
I made a video about it. At 70 cents, I said people must buy. It went to $30. You understand? In crypto,
Mm,
it's so easy to be a millionaire if you know what you're doing. It's also so easy to lose
if you
everything.
know what you're doing.
Yeah. That's a, I see says you are
There's a
rich
guy
on
who
Abusi.
made who made there's a guy who made millions on it's not Shiba Inu, it's this thing of Elon Musk, man.
Dogecoin.
He Dogecoin, yes.
Mm.
He made millions and he said he's not selling last year. I wonder what's going on because
It's crazy.
right
I know
now
one guy also in the
Dogecoin
US who was like that, a white guy. So
he's in the US, yeah.
yeah, so you know what happens is that when, as investors, you start being married to the assets that you're holding. It's just a psychological thing. It's a psychological thing. That's what separates winners from the losers. The same is true when you're
From
trading
the
forex.
yes,
you
yeah.
you, you are in a trade that
Sure.
has went up 500%. It's so easy to be in a
Sure.
trade that goes up 500%, and then immediately, you know uh,
Sure.
uh, 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 um, there's a word that I'm looking for. There's a specific word that I'm looking for. But once you want a trade that goes 100% or 150%, you don't want to close it. You don't want to close it because the greed kicks in. The moment as traders we are able to fight greed and be able to control our emotions, I can tell you everybody will make it. But the reason why people are getting wrecked on the market is because people can't control their emotions when they're trading. People, you
I
just now,
agree.
you can have a $10,000 account and easily take it to 50,000. you'll forget that you have
And
unrealized
from
profit.
there,
Unrealized profit of 50,000, and then you're like, okay, from here I'm definitely gonna buy a Lamborghini. After that, you get crashed. Boom,
sure,
back to zero. Yes, that's correct. It's trading psychology. So there's a course that I'm busy with. It's free on my YouTube channel. I think on class number
sure,
18,
sure,
I'm gonna go in depth with trading psychology because it goes back to what we were talking about
sure,
earlier on. Whenever you want to place a
sure,
trade,
sure,
do your analysis, finish, and say this is my entry point,
sure,
and this is where my stop
sure,
loss is.
sure.
And do yourself a favor.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
listening. I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
yeah. I'm saying once you've analyzed your trade, have your entry point, have your stop loss, have your take profit. So you've got these three things sorted
Sure,
out, right? You're done. Now take a
sure,
walk. Take a
sure,
walk. Take me. I like to walk around the estate, then come back. When you come back, you are sober.
sure,
Move your entry point to your to your stop loss, and see what
sure,
and just see how many times it will go and touch it.
sure.
So move your stop
Okay,
move your entry point to your stop loss, and see how many times your order will get triggered, and then you'll see
sure.
how many times you could have been wrong, how many times your account could have got wrecked. So that's why I said to you earlier on, I hate losing even $1 on the market. I hate it. The number one principle as traders is not to lose. When you don't lose, it's like a team. You
Sure.
can win a trophy if you don't lose, because if you don't lose, you still get something out.
I agree. I agree. But I have a question specifically on the trading psychology. I know that we don't have a specific topic on this, but um, I'm gonna cancel this call coming in because it's gonna be making a lot of.
I see Kito is asking, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on
Okay,
crypto bots?
cool.
So crypto bots for me, I haven't really used them.
Okay, cool. Can you hear
Um,
me, brother? Can you
yeah,
hear
yeah,
me?
I can hear you. I was just answering one question before you take over.
Okay, okay, cool. So there's a question on psycho. So when I was working for a hedge fund, I usually tell people a lot, that hey, when I was working for a hedge fund, right, um, we're like managing like a lot of money, shit, crazy money that I've never managed in my life. I was managing that time, right?
Yeah,
So what had happened was to say that if you lose a certain percentage, just losing 2% of your account, you would be feeling like everything is on fire in the room, like you're feeling hot because you know exactly you're losing 2% of a large amount of money.
yeah,
From that time or from that point, I began to develop what I now call my trading rules, to manage the psychology and, to go into the market with ease and with confidence, and also come out, with ease and with confidence, and be able to take, trades whenever I want to, or don't trade when at certain times. Like I was able to cancel out the noise and all those things. At On your side, like what actually brought you to a point of realizing, the trading psychology, and actually, and also what happened to you, uh, to realize it, and how did you manage the psychology after that?
yeah. That's a very good question. Um, Me, when I started, firstly, I was always trading on spot market. When you're trading on spot market, you can't
Okay.
lose. You are guaranteed to not to lose.
Okay.
Um, so, but also the lower the risk, the lower the rewards. So on the spot market, I was making maybe, let's say, $200 a day, $50, 150, depending on the price, on the asset fluctuation. So on the spot market, you just have to have a lot of money to start with, so that you can take advantage of the price movement,
Okay.
right? Then one day I was like, you know what? Let me try out
Okay.
leverage. So, and for me at the time, I was really, really broke. I was behind on my rent. I was behind on most of the things. So I'm like,
Sure.
I've been analyzing this thing on the spot market. I know it. I've been crushing it. Let me try leverage. I put $150 on leverage. Within 2 days, I turned it to $700. I was like, fuck. You know what?
To what?
I turned it to I turned it to seven hundred
To her?
dollars. You understand? In
Oh,
2 days.
nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
in 2 days I turned it to seven hundred
Sure.
dollars. First time. This is first time trading the futures market. First time touching leverage, and I was like,
Sure.
wow, I'm a genius. I'm dope. What? And immediately I took another trade. I got wrecked. Understand? The
Sure.
second trade, the second trade I took, I got liquidated. I lost it. I lost everything.
Damn. Damn.
You understand? So for me, it took that one trade to say, hey, take a step back. You're actually not that smart. You understand? Take a step back and you're not invincible. You're not invincible on the market. And see what you're doing wrong. You understand? Then I started trying to see what I'm doing wrong. And what I found is that what I was doing wrong is this. I will have one good trade, and then because you are still hyped, you're in the energy, you're in the zone, you're like, let me kill another one, quickly. No, forgetting
Sure.
that the trade that you actually won, the trade that was successful, it was successful because you over analyzed the market, you gave it your best. You understand? You did your best to analyze the market. But now the next trade that you're taking is not based on analysis, it's based on emotions. You understand? So that's why I always tell people, don't trade every time. Only trade when you see the market. Wait for the market to come to you to present itself. You understand? Then trade. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So those
Yeah.
things that made
Yeah.
those two things
Yeah.
made me develop a good trading psychology. To say I'm not invincible, and
Sure.
also I need to stick to my plan. First, I need to have a plan. Now it's very difficult if you're a beginner trader to have a plan because you don't even know how to place a trade. You understand? So that's why
You
people,
don't even know what to plan actually.
yeah. So I see a lot of people even here saying, okay, what platform are you using? You know, when you're live on TikTok and you get a question that says, what platform are you using? If you are on this live and you know that's the question that you want to you want to ask, don't ask that question because that question is not relevant. If you are new, it's not relevant what platform you're using. What the most important thing is to
Sure.
start from grade R to understand what is trading.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
the
agree.
basics of
I
trading.
agree.
Then, as you know, I've got a course on YouTube for free. We're on class number 10 there. We've got ten more
Sure.
classes free.
Sure.
So it takes you
Sure.
step by step. It's what I wish I got before I started trading the futures market. But to answer your question more directly,
Yeah, man.
so yeah, when I created the course, I was like, what I wish I knew before I started trading. You understand? Then I started writing the material class after class after class. As you saw on my whiteboard, that's where I present most of my. I'm not the best teacher. I'm not the
Sure.
best teacher in the
Sure.
world, but I give you exactly what is on my
At
mind.
least, you know.
Yeah. So the most important thing,
Yeah.
guys, is
No,
you
man.
stick.
No,
You
man. You
stick.
you 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 should you are able to present information. If you have over 4,000 YouTube subscribers, that means people do understand what you're saying,
Yeah, I just hit 8,000 now. 8,000 subscribers on
bro.
YouTube. It's big numbers, but I also feel it's small numbers because you want to get to 100,000. I see
That's a very
I say
huge
it
number.
says Bona $50 is okay for me per day. Look, it's very easy to make. If you want to make $50 per day, just fund your account with $1,000. That's it. Fund your account with $1,000. Put your charts on 5 minute charts. Buy buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. You'll make
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
$200. You'll make at least $200. Leverage. Put your leverage maybe on 5x to 10x. Keep your account to your
Sure.
leverage to that size. 7x is a good leverage. Don't go beyond that
The
unless you're a pro. Go 10.
the way you're saying it to somebody who's to somebody who's new, it's like, yeah, you're saying something very easy, but when the candlesticks are here and everything, like, but it's low, why is it still going?
Look, in what
Like
I
you said, I
realized
must
in
buy low and sell high, but it's still going.
what I realize in trading is that the more you don't overanalyze the market, the better. You analyze the market, you make a decision, especially if you want to scalp short trade. Because what end up happening, this goes back to the psychology. When you overanalyze the market, like you're saying, it's still going low, it's still going low. Then you start 20 minutes later or 1 hour later, you're like, if I got in here, if I got in here. The moment you say, the moment you say, if I got in somewhere, that's the end of your life. That's it, you are done. Because what's going to happen next?
Sure,
The emotions are
sure,
kicking in. You're like, now you're like, I don't want to miss out like I missed out previously, right? So that's when the trade that you're about to take next is invalid because it's not you. Like I saying, like I'm saying, in trading, don't
sure,
overanalyze, especially if you're scalping. Don't overanalyze the markets because what you overthinking is the correct decision. However,
sure.
2 hours later, you're seeing the markets doing exactly what you were predicting. And you're like, if I got in here, I would have made X amount of money, right? That's what your mind is saying now. If I got
Bro,
in here, I would have made X amount of money. Now, because that emotions have kicked in, you now enter into a trade that is completely nonsense. And
sure,
then you
sure.
get wrecked. When you get wrecked,
Yeah.
then your fear kicks in again. The next time you see a valid trade, you're still suffering from the previous damage that you felt. You understand? You, and then you are scared to take the
Bro,
next trade. The
bro.
same cycle continues over and over and over and over until the account is gone. Me, trust me, I've
Damn,
been around.
damn. Yeah. Okay, okay. You've been in crypto for the longest of time, like longest of time. I think you've been in crypto for more than 8 years, if
Yeah.
not 10 years. Um, I wanna know something. I don't know how the noise is here. I'm actually at the business center. People are just speaking around. I'm not sure how the noise is.
No, man, I'm able to hear
You've
you.
been in crypto for more than Okay, you've been in crypto for more than 8 years. Now you're sharing crypto, not all this crypto knowledge on your YouTube channel. You've got a free course. You
Yeah.
have all these things. It's basically giving back. But number two, it's more like you're mentoring or helping somebody out there,
Mm.
right? What now you want to, it's like you're helping out somebody who just came in the market so that they don't take 8 years to be successful, but to take at least 1 or 2 years to be successful. Okay, what's the importance of having somebody like Vusi, designer, somebody who's a mentor? Is there an importance in that, or I can just go elsewhere and start figuring out myself? Is there such an important thing with the mentorship or anything like that?
Look, mentorship is not important. I'll tell you why it's not important. It's important to some certain extent. Now, that's the reason why I have the course on
Sure,
YouTube for free. Because, firstly, because on the course,
sure.
there's nothing that I invented. You understand? All the information already exists out
Okay,
there.
okay.
I'm just compiling the information to give it to you in grade one, grade two, grade three, grade four until matric. You understand? That's the best thing you need as a beginner trader. It's like when you go to school,
Sure,
you can't say,
sure.
I'm in grade one, but then what's happening in grade seven? You understand? When you're teaching yourself, when you're just watching random YouTube videos, you find grade one today, next week you find a tertiary level, entry level business 101. Next week you find grade seven. It's all over the internet. So it takes a lot of time for you to start connecting the dots. When you're trading, when you're learning to trade, you're connecting the dots, you're putting the dots together, right? So my course will not teach you how to be a pro trader, you understand? But it will give you all the tools that I use as a pro trader to say, to get started, understand what are futures markets. For example, that's the introduction of the course. What are futures markets? There are many people on this live who have no idea what are futures markets, but that's what we use as traders to trade every day, right? So if I can break down for you in 20 minutes, and then already you
Sure.
understand that, so you're already far
Sure.
ahead.
Sure.
So my YouTube channel is the link is in my bio. It's just Vusi Design on YouTube. You'll find it. So if I give you the information, you're already far ahead. You don't have to be a pro
Sure.
trader. The only thing is like learning how to drive. The only thing you need to know is, okay, this is how I put one, this is how I put two, this is how I put three, this is how I put gear four, and this is how I put reverse, right? They've taught you how to drive. The next important thing is to
Sure.
practice. You
Sure.
understand? When you practice, when you go over and
Sure.
over and over, that's when you succeed. So to answer your question, do you need a mentor?
Sure.
No, you don't need a mentor.
Sure.
Why?
Sure.
Because you will never learn my success. You will never learn my thinking.
Sure.
You understand? Ngobe, when you see a market in a certain way. Even if you taught me how to trade, I'll never be able to trade like you. You understand? So that's why for me, I can't sell a course, because the information,
Sure.
all the
Sure.
information
Sure.
already is a free information. I didn't buy it. I just stumbled across the information when I was learning to trade. So I'm putting together the information to say, here's a package.
Okay.
Take it if you
Okay.
want. This package will not make you a successful trader. However, it will give you a stepping stone and will actually
Okay.
eliminate a lot of fears, which comes back to the question to say, I've got years of experience. Yes. Now, I can tell you that if you take my course, which is for free, and then you apply 6 months after that, 6 months, even 6 months is a lot of time. The only thing you need to do as a trader is to open your chart like this. Pick a market, pick one market,
Sure.
pick a specific cryptocurrency or a currency, pick one thing, and then just go back in history. See how this thing moves, right? And it will be nice if you are in a space for a long time, because you'll know, because of certain events, you'll know, because of COVID, the market crashed to a specific point, right? Because of you'll know, because of the Ukraine and the war in Russia, because this is how the market reacted. So the more you know how the market reacts to certain events, that's when you actually now have the ability
Sure.
to think ahead.
Sure.
So you can say now, because of the repo rates, because the interest rates are coming, this is what most likely will happen. You understand? So you are able to counterfeit, to counter attack the market, and have an edge to see beyond what is in your eyes, right? So that there's no one who can teach you that. But when you're buying a course, or when you're getting a course, you're getting that step by step. Is someone guiding you? Okay, this is how you open an account. This is how you place a trade. That information, my man, is very important. I remember 2012. 2012, I opened my first demo account. I opened it, I looked at it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? You understand? I don't know anything. I
Mm.
don't know what's a candlestick. I know they are Japanese. This is 2012. I know they are Japanese candlesticks. I don't know
Mm.
how they work. And I'm like, this is discouraging, right? But I'm so happy I learned to trade
Okay.
that way. Why? Because there's also a lot of nonsense of information out there, right? There are videos on YouTube with 7,000
Mm.
views, with 7 million views, 7 million views. You understand? That are
And
teaching
they're talking
completely
about
nonsense.
crab, like
So unfortunately,
yeah.
people come across these videos and they think they're gonna learn how to trade, but it's completely nonsense. And that's why most people lose money in trading, because they are just following the information you see. Even when you see me on the internet, it doesn't mean that you should follow me, because you don't see my record. You don't know who I am. I can't show you. That's why, me, my man. I used to drive an IA
Yeah.
supercars. You understand? Supercars, I've driven them, and
Sure.
it's
Sure.
easy for me to say, here I'm on a Lambo, buy my cars. Why you buying my cars? You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I am owning a Lamborghini. Yeah.
Because I am owning a Lamborghini. That's why people fail in love. People buy a cause to
Mm.
someone or follow someone because of what they have. When I used to post videos here on
Mm.
TikTok, go back to my account if anyone is interested. I used to post money. I used to post, my man, I'll get 1,000 followers a day. So what I did is that
I remember
I
very
can show you
well.
now on TikTok. I went and I blocked. I'm gonna show you now. I went and I blocked all the videos where money is involved, right?
Sure.
I went and I blocked all the videos. I'm gonna show you now.
Sure. And I searched for it and it's no longer there. They were
It's
no
no
longer
longer
there.
there. So I locked all those videos are locked because I don't want people to see such things anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly log in.
And
This
also
is what
what
this is what I want
scammers
to
use,
prove to people.
for their advantage.
Or let me just log in here because I've got TikTok on my browser. I've got TikTok here.
No problem.
So sorry guys, I just want to show you something.
Okay. No problem. And basically, also, hey, what are you looking at, man?
I know it just popped. It just popped.
It's FYP, guys. It's what they suggest to him according to algorithm, to what he actually. Okay,
But
cool. It's also,
anyway,
the
it's
scammers,
fine.
right? The scammers out there, right?
Yeah.
The scammers out there are using that same strategy to post money and post,
Exactly.
post all these flexes. They would take your video where you were posting money and then say, hey, quickly, chat to me, or do this, invest 10,000, it will become 20,000 in 24 hours.
I'm talking to one scammer now who's pretending to be me. I have the number. I have his number. I've got tools to track his IP. He doesn't know that he's talking to me. You understand? But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that I'm back to your question to say that you're asking because it's a very important question to say how can someone download my years of experience in trading? In trading, you don't need
Sure, sure,
years of experience. You need to know what's happening. You need to know what you're doing, right? And you can only know what you're
sure.
doing if you've seen certain events. Trading is about a recurring theme. Trading is always recurring. The price
Mm,
where the price of the asset is now, Ethereum and Bitcoin, where the price is now, has been here before. You understand? So we look at
3 years
how
ago,
does
10 years
yeah
ago.
how does the
Sure,
price how does the price respect a certain event, certain how does it react to certain events? It's all about that, and it's all about finding a strategy. When you to find a strategy, you just go to the chart, you see how the charts react, how a dollar reacts to a euro, if there is COVID, if there is a war in Ukraine, if there is inflation, but also
sure,
on a daily basis, how
sure,
does it move?
sure,
Even on a daily basis, on a 5 minute time frame,
sure,
what is the movement? What is the range? Does it spike up? Does it move? Closer. What's
sure,
happening? Because when
sure.
you do that, then you
Mm-hmm.
can easily pick up certain patterns on
Mm-hmm.
the market, right? When you pick up these patterns, you're not going to be right all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's easy for you to because they are reoccurring. These patterns will come in almost every day, every week. These patterns will come in, and it's easy for you now
Mm.
to take advantage of those. That's why I said if you want to make $50 a day, you can literally close your eyes and make it because you easily deposit. Make sure that you overfunded. Number one, make sure that you
Mm.
overfunded. Fund your account with $1,000.
Yeah,
Open a 5 minute time frame. You will see a 10 minute time frame. It's a recurring theme. But also, you need to understand that the
sure.
market doesn't move on a linear direction. Number one, the market doesn't move on a linear direction. Number two, when the market is entering into a pattern, or for example, a chart patterns, the most valid patterns will be the patterns that are closer to the breakup, right? So if the market moved up, if the market
Mm.
moves up and start moving sideways, right, it will create maybe 4 points on top,
Sure.
4 points on the bottom. Then it's moving this way, right? If the market moves on a third point, it is most likely that on the fourth point it will break either on the upside or on the downside. So if you are scalping, you are now at high risk if you are trading when the market is touching a certain position for the fourth time. For example, if you've got a resistance or you've got a support, right? Whether this is on a wedge, on a triangle or whatever, rectangle, and then if the market is touching that point for the fourth time, just know that now the market is about to break. It's easy as in fact, I've got a class. I think it's class number 8. I've got it on my YouTube channel. Look at this trading patterns. You can see that the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, they'll be valid. It actually tells you the price will come here and touch the line, come here, touch the line. So your job as a trader is to understand where the price is and where it's going next in short term, right? That move is going to be maybe 2% or 3%. So a 3% move on the market, is a lot. It's a lot. I make money with
it's
1%. With 1% move, you're killing it.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, cool. Now, there's somebody who's watching us, right? Probably on your side or this side. They want to get into trading. They are seeing these two guys who probably think they are seeing us for the third, fourth, fifth time. Like we're always talking about trading. And they have this edge. They want to get started into trading. But now, their income is very, little. And also at the same time, they can only invest as much. They are looking at what the economy is happening right now. They don't even know how to tell whether Bitcoin is going to go back to 60,000. Should they invest now, or they really don't know? But they really want to get into it. What you say, because I can't say what's your advice to those people, because at the moment it's gonna be called financial advice, and we are not financial advice,
which is something we don't do.
Cool. So, which is something that we don't do, and we are not licensed, right? At least I'm trying my way to get licensed. At least when I speak some things,
No, that's a very good question, Mobelo. That's a very good question. So let me put myself in a position of someone who has a little bit of funds at their disposal. They want to invest in crypto right now. Knowing what I know today, this is what I would do. If, let's say, I had 15,000 rands, so roughly $1,000. This is the only money I have, and I want to invest in crypto. This is what I would do, not financial advice. I will look for cryptocurrencies such as I would not buy Bitcoin. You understand? I'll most likely buy a little bit of Ethereum. Remember, in crypto, you can buy a fraction of a specific. You don't have to buy the entire thing. So this is what I would do. I will even right now. I'll buy right now, even though I think the price is still gonna go down. Right? So I'll dollar cost average. I'll divide my 15,000 by 5 by 3. Right?
Okay.
So right now, I'll take a position right now and buy as it is. Then I'm left with 10,000. Then the next 10,000, I'll wait for the markets to actually reach the price that I'm expecting. I'm expecting Bitcoin to reach at least 14,000 and Ethereum to at least $500. Right? At that stage, I'm dollar costing averaging. I'll then come in with my second purchase. Right? Now, I know some people will be saying, but you're stupid. Why wouldn't you just wait, even if you know it's going to go down anyway? Remember, when it comes to the market, we don't know what's going to happen next, but we can always prepare ourselves by anticipating, understand what may happen next. So what I'll do is that on my second buying position, I'll buy with another 5,000, right? Then after that, I'm left with 5,000. At that stage, I'll open a leverage account and I'll select 3x leverage. So I'll take my last 5,000 and go 3x, which already gives me 15,000 rand buying power, which gives me the original amount that I had. You understand? But why am I going 3x? Because 3x is a very manageable leverage. You understand? You're just borrowing three times. It will be less likely for me to be liquidated on that position. Understand? If I'm on 3x. If you're on 2x, let's say for example, Ethereum goes to 500 and I'm taking a leverage of 2x. Ethereum has to go to $250 for me to be liquidated. Which is less likely. You understand? So so now I'll use I'll buy with 3x on the next position, which means right now I'm able to hold a position that is worth 25,000 rands, right? Even though I started with initially 15,000 rands, right?
15,000.
So
Yeah.
I'm still in the beginning. I haven't made profits, but now my position is
Sure.
worth 25,000, right? So
25,000, yes.
the moment Ethereum goes 5x, it's going as it's going 5x, it's going 5x with my leverage position. So I'm making more money because initially I don't have enough money to start with. So that's what I would do. And I'll probably stay away from trading in general because that one requires you to really, really understand. You understand?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
stay away.
yeah.
I'll
And
stay
also,
away from
when you're a
trading, but
beginner, yeah.
I will trade on a demo account. I'll just trade on a demo account to validate what I've learned. I'll take my YouTube series and learn, practice these things on a demo account. Unfortunately, in most cases, people don't want to demo trade because they want to be
Hey,
making real
bro,
money. You understand? I've had people saying this to me.
bro.
I don't want to demo trade. I want real money. That's what people say. It's beginners. You can't tell a beginner to demo trade. You cannot.
Yo, they will never,
You
never
cannot.
demo
They want to
our.
remember when
Yeah.
you're trading because you have problems, financial problems today. You understand? That's why they everyone who got into trading, they got into trading because they had financial problems, right? But it will be very stupid for you to think that you're gonna resolve these problems today, right? You'll never. However, what will end up happening,
That's a bar. That's a
yeah.
bar, man. Like if they never had you on that one, I don't know.
So your problems will not be solved today. You'll never solve, even if you pay a course for a course, even if you attend a boot camp, you understand? Just accept that
Sure.
the problems that you're facing will not go away today. That puts you in a good
Yeah.
mindset of wanting to learn
Ooh,
and giving yourself time and space. You understand? Be-
time.
because now, if you are short, if you know that's what I used to do. If I was short on rent, I will never trade. Why? Because my emotions will be called, the rent will be calling me, and I end up blowing that account because the mind. You understand? So you have problems today,
Bro.
just go open a demo account and just act as if you are rich. Because if you approach trading, yeah, if you approach trading with your problems, with your starvation, with your poverty, you're gonna be more poor. You're gonna buy calls, you're gonna buy
Yo,
signal, you're gonna
that's some dope reality. Dope
you'll
reality.
try
Dope
everything, and
reality.
until you call trading a scam, you'll come to that point where it's like, it's a scam.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
lot of people,
Sure.
I see a lot of people saying, no, trading doesn't work. What, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. When someone says something doesn't work, just know that they tried it for 2 weeks and then they realize, it's not for me. And then
Yeah.
boom, that's it. So
Bro.
really, if people want to succeed, their approach to trading shouldn't be about, hey, tomorrow I want to buy a car, or even next year I want to buy a car. It's a skill.
Sure.
Remember, when
Yeah.
it's like having a degree. Once you have a degree, they say no one can take it away from you. You understand? So it's very important to acquire that skill. For me, I can be broke, broke, but I know when I open the charts, I understand I can make magic
Open the
happen.
charts, but
Yeah.
sure. Sure. No. Okay. Awesome stuff. Now I think one more question because just behind me, just behind me. There is a gym. Then this is a business center. So here I think some people are gonna do this stuff. They're playing a speaker. I think one more question is so okay, Vusi, you've been trading for 8 years now, but you've also coded some trading some trading
Indicators.
algorithms. Let me put it that way. Indicators and EAs and all of those things. If I were to say today I am too lazy, or not really too lazy, Mr. Vusi, but I want to come back from work and then plug this thing and then it trades for me, how good is that? How would you recommend that? Should I just get anything online, or should I just go directly to Vusi and get this master robot or anything like that, or snake? Snake pack snake pack sort of indicator,
Yeah.
to make 10x of what I have at the moment. So what's your take on algorithmic
Trading.
trading?
Yeah. For me, if I'm
Yeah.
honest with you, um, it's not something I'll do, or it's not something I'll recommend. As a trader,
Damn.
or someone who is, as I know I have influence. I have over 20, we have a lot of followers. If I
Sure,
wanted to
sure,
rip people, if I wanted to rip people off, I can just say, buy my bot. You understand? Tomorrow I go buy Lamborghini. Tomorrow. Why? You know why? This business model never fails, because
sure,
people don't want to invest the time to learn it themselves. People want the end result without putting in the work, right? I can guarantee you, to
it will
tomorrow,
never fail because of that. Yeah.
it will never fail. People will always sell you boards after boards. Indicate one chick said to me, one time they once sold me a indicator that is available for free on TradingView. I'm like, yeah.
I agree, I
Yeah,
agree.
because as traders and as mentors and stuff like that, we at some point we don't have money. You understand? There
Sure, sure, sure,
there are point where we don't have money. So it's easy for an
sure.
influencer when they don't have money. They're looking at the source of their money is their followers. They look, okay, what can I sell you? You understand? And I go
Mm,
and I make a quick video.
yeah.
I've got this crazy indicator, this board here. You put it on 2,000%. Give me your money. Boom. You understand? Me. That's why I always say, I'm not saying I'll never sell anything, right? I'm not saying
Sure,
I'll never
sure,
sell anything, but for me, when someone sells you something, you need to look, you need to evaluate as a consumer. You need to evaluate the trader
sure.
that you or your mentor, to say, okay,
Yeah.
this is the person. Is this person flashy on social media? What picture are they trying
Mm,
to paint? You understand? Uh, have have
mm.
have I learned anything from this person for free? You understand? Have I went to his channel and learned a strategy, or learn how to trade, or found a free course or a free
At least
webinar,
for
or
free,
what
yeah.
you understand?
Mm,
Because for me as an influencer, that's where I can make money down the line if I do the right things. You understand? So for now,
sure,
I'm publishing the course. It's all for free. Yes, this course has taken me
sure,
6 months to make. You understand? Even now, I'm not done with the
sure,
classes. But if I
sure.
do well for my followers, if I really do well, and I'm
Yeah,
being honest with myself, so you can do one thing as an influencer, or as a forex trader. You can do a smash and grab, meaning you grab now and then boom, you are done. You understand? Or you can
sure.
provide value to people. When you provide value
I
to people,
agree.
let people make money from your information. You understand? Let people make money from your information. One day you'll have 100,000 followers or 200,000 followers. And you're like, okay, you know what? I've given my people so much information. Here's me. If I'm honest with you, down the line, I will sell a strategy. I'll sell a 2-hour course, right?
Sure,
This will be a scalping
sure,
strategy.
sure,
This will be a scalping strategy, giving you my tools, how I read my tools, and all that stuff. And I know
sure.
this is what works for me, right? So, and I know if I sell this course, maybe in a year from now or 2 years
Mm,
from now, I can easily make $10 million. Why? Because I've
mm,
built enough audience with trust,
sure.
and then my audience have benefited from me. So it's easy for me to say, okay, yeah, give
Oh,
me $50. If for,
mm,
I can guarantee you now, I can go
yeah,
live and trade. I show you my trading earlier on. I showed you, okay, my trading
Sure.
was on a loss here. This is what I'm doing to actually
Sure.
make sure
Sure.
that I don't lose money and all that. And I showed you this is why I take profits and all blah
Sure.
blah blah blah. I've, if you've
Yeah.
seen me trade make $2,000 live, not faking it,
Sure.
there's very little chances that you will not buy a
Bro.
$50. You understand, from me. So, but for me to
A
get to the point,
$50 strategy, yeah.
a
Sure.
$50 it's nothing. It will benefit you. And also for me, I can't put
Yeah.
all my strategies online because my strategy gets saturated. You understand? The mentors, their mentors
Sure.
begin to
Sure.
steal my strategies and sell them. You understand? One
Every
trader
day.
said to
Every
me,
day.
one trader said, I'm a mentor of your mentor. You understand? Your mentors, they have mentors as well. So your mentors are stealing from somewhere and they're coming to sell to you.
Yeah.
Why? Because they want
Yeah.
to make quick cash.
Sure.
So for me, I'm okay to
Sure.
stay in the house where I'm staying, to drive the car I'm driving, but be honest to people. When you're honest to people and don't act
Sure.
rich, yeah, I know people say, yeah, yeah, you have a lot of money, what. If
Sure.
you see me tomorrow in the mall, I'm a normal person. You understand? So down the line, when
Bro.
when you build your audience, you can sell, you can make money down the line. But I can't say to
Sure.
myself, I've got hundred
In the
thousand
right way.
followers now. Let me sell something. No, don't sell. Even if you sell, maybe let it be like admin fee. Because let's say you're hosting an event, you have to still pay for
Bro.
accommodation. For you still have to you
For
rent a
yeah, yeah,
place.
for
You understand?
accommodation and stuff. Yes, yes.
So let it be that fee because as you're providing value for people, for me right now, I provide value online. So there's little upfront
Sure.
cost for me. It's only this camera gear. Maybe I spend
I
about
agree.
5,000,
Sure.
around about 100,000 rands. But it's an investment for me that
Sure.
down the line, I'll be able to make this money back. From YouTube ads, I'll be
Sure.
able to make
Sure.
this money. From brand deals and sponsorship,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
even brand deals, I don't take them. So brokers, exchanges, they approach me all the time and they're like, can you yeah, can you advertise this product? And I'm like, my channel is not about advertising. You understand? I cannot if
Advertising. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
brands, they approach us and say make videos about my thing. I don't want to make. I can't. I invested 100,000 rands to buy the equipment, all the screens here, everything, to buy the
Sure.
equipment.
Sure.
I,
Sure.
I cannot now make
Sure.
a video about someone else's company. If you must be paying me a lot of money, you
Sure.
understand? So I rather not make money at all than
Sure. Sure.
promoting these people businesses.
Sure.
So in closing,
Sure.
for me,
Sure.
I, I'll just say you find free information that is correct, right? If you're gonna buy a course, make sure that
Valuable. Yeah.
you're buying the course from someone who is not flashy, someone who's not trying to rip you off. Understand? Someone who can guide you along the way. You understand? So one thing I've learned also, because I've mentored
Mm.
people, not everyone you mentor will succeed. You understand?
Yeah.
There are people whom you can mentor. You can be on a room like this with them, and I can tell you this. That's why I stopped taking money from students. Like I used to charge $600 for my one-on-one, right?
Sure.
I had so many
Yeah.
clients,
Yeah.
but I had clients that never succeeded. You understand? There are some clients that never succeeded because I realized that it's not for everyone. You understand? Some people want to trade. It's like I said,
Mm-hmm.
some of these clients were seeing me as someone who's gonna save them. You understand? If you're so deep in debt,
Sure.
already that is taking half of your brain capacity because as you're trading, you're thinking of I need to
Mm.
pay mang mang, I need to pay that, I need to pay
I
that.
pay my rent.
Trade
I
trading
need to
doesn't
pay
want
my yo.
exactly. Trading doesn't want that. If you want to be a successful trader, you must have a cash flow, have a job, you understand? Have a 9 to 5 job, have something that's gonna
Sure.
give you money.
Yeah.
So you don't rely on trading alone. You're using trading
Sure.
as a hobby. Treat it like a hobby for a long time until you get a aha moment. Once you get a aha moment where you're like,
Sure.
oh, flip. Oh, this is how this thing works. You understand? Once you get it, then you can be full time.
Mm.
That's one thing I realized. The issue is that
No.
that's why I was like, okay,
No.
I'm never gonna mentor people, because sometimes you can take 10,000 from someone, say, I'll mentor you and guide you step by step, but the problems
Sure.
of those people are too big.
And still.
Yeah, they'll never get it. They'll never get it in. So if you're a trade, it's like
Yeah.
when you want to be in a relationship, you probably want to forget about your previous relationship and how they hurt you and
Sure.
stuff like that, so that you can be able to move on.
To move on. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so that you can be able to move on. But
Yeah.
if you are in debt, if
Mm-hmm.
you need money to pay rent, trading will never be your solution, because you will go down.
Sure. Sure.
So
Sure.
so
Okay. I think this is
that's
the
how.
last question here.
Mm.
I think this is the last question here. This is Stephen. Stephen is saying, any advice for binary trading? And I think I know binary traders of.
Yeah. Just put in your dustbin, my man. Binary trading, open dustbin. I
Yeah.
can tell you this today. I can, my man. I can tell you this today. Binary, when by the door there, find a dustbin. Today, do you a favor. You know, a favor for me to you, Stephen.
Ish. Hey,
By the door there,
damn.
dustbin, say to me, Binary, it's been great knowing you. And binary is like going to the casino and get. In fact, you are most likely to win in a casino than in binary. You understand? I've never tried
So,
it, but
so
I've seen, and I'm like, this is not. You understand? Binary chap
that's
by the
the. I think.
pin, Charlie.
I,
You rather go
I think
play. You are better off playing Hollywood bets.
Hollywood fans. No,
Hollywood
he's
bets,
saying thank you so much.
you most likely to win Hollywood bets than binary. Betway, go to Betway
Yeah.
like this.
Go to
You'll say this
Betway.
guy told
Steven
me.
is saying thank you so much. Like he has lost a lot of money already and he's done with it now.
Yeah,
He's
Stephen,
saying
that's
thank you for that. I think he's gonna be leaving that. Yeah.
yeah. The first step is in trading is to accept when you've lost. You never look at the money as that you've lost
Sure.
as a loss. You understand? Because very often you will try to recover. You understand? You'll never recover in trading. You can be, I'm a good trader today, but I can never recover from the losses that I've made in the past, right? So this is what even the people I was mentoring, this is what I realized, because when I sit with you one on one, I can tell you're thinking that you're still thinking of the 20,000 rand that you've blown. It's gone, it's never coming
Yeah,
back.
that you lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it creates a dent
Mm,
in traders' mind, especially if you're just getting started. It creates a
sure.
dent in your mind
Sure.
that
Sure.
it becomes very.
Sure.
Yeah, every time you enter into a trade, you're thinking, I want to recover what I lost. You understand? Steven, binary option, take it as it was a learning curve. You understand? And actually be grateful that something like that happened, so that in the future, try approaching forex. Forex is predictable. Crypto is predictable. Stocks is predictable. The S&P 500 for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
the S&P 500 for me is the most predictable thing on the market.
Sure.
You
Sure.
open
Sure.
S&P
On Earth,
500,
actually.
you open S&P 500, open a 50, open a weekly chart, for example. You will see this thing goes
So,
like this. And I'm like,
so, so what do you wanna do? It's like, it's so. What do you wanna do? Just buy the damn thing, man.
so I mean, right now the S&P 500. I'm not looking at the chart, but we're probably looking
Yeah.
at some bottom somewhere. You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It is deep, actually. Yeah.
exactly, you buy the thing, and then you even if, okay, let's say even if you're trading it, just make sure that you lower your leverage, and then you know the overall trend of this thing is going up, and then
Sure.
just ride the trend.
Man. That's not a that may not be a financial advice, but bro, it's
Yeah.
I think somebody is getting a lot of value out of that statement,
Yeah.
and yeah, just one more time. I know we didn't plan this, my brother, but
No,
I
this
really
is
enjoyed this
actually
session.
it's actually very. I can see by the comments that a lot of people are getting value. And also, what I realized for me is that, once you know trading, once you know the basics of trading, ne? Once you know how to place a trade, what's a peep, how to calculate peep, how to, this basic stuff, you can easily
Sure.
learn trading from people who are talking like this. You understand?
Sure.
Because
Sure.
as we make a
Sure.
point,
Sure.
you can relate to that point, and then we also
Mm.
tell you the solution. So I
Yeah.
can many times I've watched people talk, and I'm like, okay, and
Just
I take
talking,
it,
and they'll be like,
and I, exactly.
relate.
Then you take note. So that's why I'm saying the
Yeah.
course, when you're learning how to trade, it's just a structure. You get the basic, okay,
Yeah.
and then as you hear people talking like this, you begin to connect the dots. For example, okay, I should get rid of binary trading because
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's gambling. Binary, it's actually
Yeah.
controlled by someone in the back end. There are engineers who
Sure.
engineer this
Sure.
thing. It's like
Sure.
lots of the thing.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
That's
Okay,
that's
one
how.
more thing. One more thing. Yeah. One more thing. I know you're coming from KZN. I'm also coming from KZN.
Yeah.
This thing of idolizing somebody is not really something that we grow up with. But obviously, when you start, getting to school, you listen and you hear about Mandela. But at the moment, who's this person alive right now at the moment that you say, whether he's a trader or he's not a trader, but you look at them and you're like, damn, I damn love this person. Whether he's a president or he's
Yeah.
a business person, or who is your idol?
Yeah, my man, it's like you wrote these questions. Your questions are so good. You can, I'm sure you should be interviewing presidents, my man. You should be interviewing presidents. Your questions are so.
Or
We
maybe
should
we
do
should
this.
start podcast or something. Yeah.
Look,
Sure.
um, I think for me, it's about uh not only who I idolize, but who are
Or
the
maybe three
important.
people then. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
most important people are the people I look out for in my life, and the people I live for. As we grow, we begin to
Okay.
not to live for ourselves. You understand? Uh,
Sure.
for me,
Sure.
I've got
Sure.
two kids. I've got a son and I've got a daughter. You understand? I
Yeah.
look at them. I'm
Sure.
like,
Sure.
yeah, these ones, they need to have the best life possible that I can give them. And when I look at
Yeah.
trading, I
Yeah.
look at trading as a tool for me that I can live. I can live something for my kids. You
Mm.
understand? But
Mm.
only on but also when you look at the people that you look up to, for me, I look at people who come from this country. You look at people like Elon Musk, for example, uh, who have
Damn.
a vision that is beyond what is possible. You understand? When you look at people like
Mm.
Elon Musk, Trevor Noah, and all these people, you look. These people are from around here, and they went all over
Sure.
the world and made it big. You understand?
Sure.
So those
Sure.
people
Sure.
to us are inspiration, are sort of like an inspiration
Mm.
to say we will probably never get to that level, right? But for the
Yeah.
sake of
Yeah.
them existing, they give us enough courage to
Mm.
do what we're doing
Sure.
to our level best, to try to
Damn.
be uh,
Damn.
to try to
Yeah.
be the best to try to be the best version of ourselves. You understand? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they are a
Yeah.
true definition of success, and what if you work really hard, what can happen. That's why I hardly ever
Mm.
sleep that much, because I know if I keep
Sure.
producing videos on YouTube, yes, I may not make money today, but in the next 3 years, what is the work that I'm doing
Mm.
today gonna give me? You understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I look at
Yeah.
this thing as, when you teach trading like this, you can literally teach
Yeah.
it for free, and then down the line, all the
Yeah.
material that you actually producing today will make passive income for you.
Sure. I
YouTube, I
agree.
make
I
money
agree.
every day. When I wake up, my YouTube money is clocking in every day. So I
Sure.
realize
Sure.
the
Sure.
more I produce videos, even if it's free. You understand? So some people ask you, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
what's in it for you then if you make this information for free? You understand? You
Sure.
always
Sure.
holding
Yeah.
seminars mobile for free. You understand?
Sure.
People may,
Sure.
may may
Sure.
get confused.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's your brand. As the more you do good, the more your brand actually progresses. You understand? There are
Sure.
people in the
Sure.
same space. who are doing the exact opposite of what you're doing. Will they ever last? No,
Sure,
they won't
sure,
last. You understand? So as we
sure,
do things here,
sure,
we want to, in the next 5 years, to still be around, to for people to still
sure.
look in our content and find. That's why now I started creating something called an evergreen content, which means even in the
Mm.
next 10 years, people will still be searching how to trade on
And
leverage. You understand? How to trade futures, how to
mm-hmm.
trade forex. What is
Yeah.
forex? What is a pip? You understand?
Mm.
These are information that we can
Damn.
create and put online today and get paid nothing. You understand? But the more of these
Mm.
videos that we
Mm.
create in the next 5 years, you literally living off this thing. You're making millions.
I agree.
I saw a
I
question
agree,
here.
man. I agree, man.
I saw someone says
Yeah, I saw a
explain.
lot of questions this side. They're also shouting at me.
What's the difference between buy stop, eh? What's the difference between buy stop and buy?
Oh, okay. Now, I think that one is much more easier because the buy stop is a pending order and
Mm.
a buy is
Is
literally
is
an
the market
instant
order?
execution. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, market orders like the trade that you're taking. Trade that you're taking now. And I do have another question this side, which is which time frame do you most recommend for beginners?
Time frames.
Yes.
Well, that's a very good. I just made a video about that on YouTube. Um,
Sure.
it's part of the course. It's also the time frame is part of the course. But it's a very good question. That's why I was like, you asking
Sure.
very important question, because if you just open your account now, you're seeing all
Sure.
these things. You're like, okay, which one should I use?
Sure.
It
Sure.
depends also on a strategy. But for me, these are the time frames that I use. This is
Sure.
without scalping, and also these time frames.
Sure.
It depends on your style of trading. If you're a scalper,
Sure. Sure.
if
Sure.
you've got a, if you're a scalper, you've got no reason of be looking at one month chart, for example, or looking
Sure.
at a
Sure.
weekly
Sure.
chart.
The
Thanks,
weekly
Lopez. We
chart,
see
yeah.
gifts. So if you're scalping,
Yeah.
you're gonna be sticking on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, because you are taking
Sure.
advantage of the price movement and immediately close the trade. But it's also very important
Mm.
to zoom out, even though you're a scalper. It's very important to zoom
Yeah.
out on a daily
Mm.
basis to see the overall trajectory or the
Mm.
overall trend of the markets that you're actually trading. So that's
Yeah.
one time frame.
Yeah.
But for me, I think in crypto, the action, or remember, time frames is or charts or candlesticks. These are data that's giving us a previous history of what is happening on the market, and
Sure. Sure.
it's all about analyzing and painting a picture of what may happen next. So for me, a picture
Mm.
starts to be clear when you look at a 4 hourly time frame, a daily time frame, and 1 hour time frame.
Yeah.
So one
Yeah.
hours, one
Yeah.
day, and 4 hours. Wow, I'm telling
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I'm
Lopez, thank you
there.
so much for the gifts.
I'm telling you, because
Yeah. No.
those time
Yeah.
frames, a nice pattern begins to form on within those time frames, and then you can take advantage of.
Mm.
But when you're trading on a
Yeah.
5 minute time frame, nothing forms significantly because the market is all over sometimes. But
Sure.
also,
Sure.
I do
Sure.
scalp the I think for me, 5 minute time frame is high leverage, quick trades. High leverage, quick trades.
Nice, nice. No, I definitely love that because also on my side, I love looking things from a 4 hour perspective to,
Yeah.
4 hour perspective, to 1 hour. I think my best is 15 minutes.
15
15
minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
I think we have a lot of people who want to ask questions, but for me, time is against me. Thank you, Lopez, for
The
the
gift,
roses,
yeah.
and thank you so much, my brother. When you quoted, when you actually pointed out Trevor Noah and also pointed out Elon Musk, I was like, damn, we're on the same page. But also for me, I think people who are controversial in most cases, I love them. I really love Donald Trump. I don't know why. His life makes sense to me. I like Donald Trump. I like Elon Musk. I like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Those are the people
I
that I look at and I'm like, and then
I wanted to
see
say
something.
I wanted to say those people that you're mentioning are very confident people. I think in life, what sets you apart is how arrogant you are. Obviously, you shouldn't be
Sure.
arrogant just to prove a point, but the more you
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
the
yeah.
more you believe in something, the more you keep pushing it, the more you filter out the noise and just
Sure,
arrogant
sure,
and push what you want to push. And for me, Donald Trump is a
sure,
great example of that. It's like Jacob Zuma. Donald
sure.
Trump is like Zuma, I understand? To say, fuck
Yeah,
what
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
thinks. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna be a president, and I'm uneducated.
I'm
You
gonna do
understand?
it.
How
Yeah,
you
yeah.
understand
Sure.
how capable the guy like that is? Like, I have no metric, I have nothing, but I'm gonna go
Sure.
out there and kill it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Sure, 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 sure. No, no, no problem at all. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm not sure if on your side you are okay with the
No, I'm
unexpected questions that we just.
no, bro. It's this session was for me was great. I'm gonna answer some few questions here before I leave as well, because I see there are some questions. I'll
Okay,
answer them, so it's not an issue. My brother, this session for me was
guys.
really a great session. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
the more we have sessions like this, the better for the industry. Because every time I come on TikTok, it's all everyone has got their charts up, analyzing,
Mm,
and then you're not really,
yeah.
they're not really providing so much value because, you know,
Connecting to the people. Yeah.
you understand? Because anyone can open trading view and start throwing lines. We have no idea
Sure,
what's your strategy,
sure,
what you're thinking towards the
sure.
markets and all that. So I think for me,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I learn a lot from hearing people talk, from listening to podcasts, even trading
Yeah,
podcasts.
yeah,
For those of
yeah.
you who there's a
Sure.
podcast that's called No Nonsense Trading. It's a very good product.
Okay, okay, yeah.
No
Sure.
nonsense
Yeah.
forex, not no
No
nonsense forex.
nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
Okay.
popular
Yeah.
podcast in forex. I used to listen to that podcast. I think about 2 years, 3 years ago when it was just getting
Sure.
started. The guys sometimes
Sure.
contradict themselves, but it's a very good podcast to listen because it brings you, it brings you as a trader. What you need to be doing is to be grooming your mind, to eventually start
I
listening to these
agree.
people who have made it big in not in a flashy way, but
Sure.
these are people who are just talking facts, like how
Sure.
we're talking right now. There's no Lambo
Sure.
involved, there's no
Sure.
money
Sure.
involved. We're just talking real life
Sure.
experience of
Sure.
trading. Yeah.
Sure. I agree. I agree. No, thank you so much, my brother. I believe you're gonna have a